Hello, everyone. RBG
At
King
the end
here.
of the battle against House
Back with some
Wolffort,
more triangle
Lord
strategy.
Silvio of Tellior leaves the field defeated.
In the last video, this is what happened.
The victors, however, do not go by unscathed, repeated battles taking their toll on the soldiers. All goes according to Gustadolf's plan to weaken both houses.
Yeah.
Landroy Falls, Lord of the Third of Glenbrook's High Houses, faces off against General of Laura.
Wow, we're still in chapter 8. Light and shadow, okay. Wow. We are still here. We're still in chapter 8. Damn, okay. Maybe this game's not. Maybe this game's. Even though it has 10 chapters, it's probably not as short as I thought it was.
Somehow, I must survive. Gah!
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud. A sheep in wolf's clothing.
Never threaten people that could kill you, dude. Seriously.
What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolffort with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
All right. I mean, I don't want to say that was a nothing sandwich, but that kind of was a nothing sandwich in a way. But, yeah. I don't think there's anything else, but let's double check. I know I have character stories, and I will check those out. And there's a few things in my account. Ah, Frederica. I love how we're still like in the first outfits you wear before you get your promoted classes in these cutscenes.
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him. He wants to set an example for his people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Frederica, my apologies for the delay. The citizen's petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Yeah, I kind of like how you can kind of see them kind of growing to like each other. Now, who knows if that's because of them having to be betrothed that they're forced to like each other in a way, but I feel like it's a genuine kind of like a likeness.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality? I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should
Why not
chase
give him
out his
some
fatigue
Viagra?
away.
So
A good idea to be
wink.
sure, but the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Yes, I am certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it. Use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
Thank you, Gila.
That's it. I've come up with a new recipe.
Which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
That's really sweet. I like that one. That one was a good one.
Master Archibald, is there something on your mind?
Goddess be good. I must be getting on in years for you to be able to sneak up on me like that.
What troubles you?
I was only reminiscing. Indeed, days like these tend to blow my mind back a couple of decades or more.
Reminiscing about what?
The Saltiron War. Hard to believe it's been 30 whole years. Some days I almost forget my time as one of the Saintly Seven. I defended the Citadel of Sand through the conflict. I was there when Aesfrost attacked. A number of Rosellan prisoners who tried to escape the source were there too, including Our Lady Frederica's dear mother.
What's this?
She stayed behind all by herself to help the countless numbers of her fellow Roselle flee. That's how she was captured. But I knew we couldn't hold the Citadel. So I helped her and her friends escape in secret before the enemy attacked. The wind blew just as hard that night as it's blowing now. I'll never forget watching the Roselle, caked all over in mud as they slipped away into the dark.
So you didn't want innocents to get caught up in the coming battle?
It never settled right with me. The way the goddess's teachings permitted abuse of the Roselle for the supposed sins of their past. A person's life isn't worth more or less just because of the conditions of their birth. But more than anything, I was moved by the selfless acts of Lady Frederica's mother. She reminded me of what I had once aspired to be. She was able to do what I never could. Risk her life to save her friends. I couldn't let someone like that die. Not on my watch. It wasn't long until the other Saintly Seven discovered what I'd done. They branded me a traitor, stripped me of my title, and sentenced me to death. Of course, I slipped out of their clutches before they could have my head.
Fuck 'em. They're
I
godforsaken.
wandered for a while before taking up life as a merchant under the King of Glenbrook's patronage.
I never knew you and Lady Frederica's mother shared such a past.
Well, it is in the past. Anyway, let us return. This cold night wind is making my old bones ache something fierce.
That's actually very interesting. All right, let's go to the encampment. What's the battle, if there is one? There is not one, okay. Can't get anything new yet. But I could promote... So I'll promote him, and I think I will.
This day shall be ours.
Push back. Deal physical damage to an enemy and knock them back 3 squares. That's not bad. I wonder if 20 is the highest level. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, or is. I wonder if I can only have one more person than 2, because there's only one more block down there, but I'd be mistaken if I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if there was more. Or I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. Okay, you have nothing, but I would like to buy more of this stuff. I suppose 18 and 3. I don't really see a reason to have any more. 4 of each of these wouldn't be bad. I think that's good for now. All right. I mean, this is just a story. No investigation. No me interfering or anything. It's just a flat-out story. So let's watch what happens.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the 3 high houses. Your Majesty, I serve you even in death.
Great. Fucking great.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolffort, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind. House Falks fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General of Laura's army, and joins their late king in death. Of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolffort, Tellior, and Falks, 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Aesfrost. House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
Lovely.
So, 2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Aesfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
Sorcery sounds
As
familiar.
you command, the famed High House of the Saltiron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord. Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever.
Ugh, fuck these guys.
Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
Sounds so familiar, his voice actor. I wonder who it is. For some reason, I want to say Mark Hamill, but I don't think it's Mark Hamill.
My lord, a bird from Norzelia End of Hyzante has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorceler has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
I don't like that. I'd much rather have it been scales of conviction thing, but oh well. Alright, we're the hip happenings, and I want to see what's in the encampment. See if there's the new battle came up. I highly doubt it, but we'll see.
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Congratulations on
Thank you, sir.
proving
They
yourself.
were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Saltiron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Saltiron War.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
Alrighty. I mean, again, I highly doubt that there's anything in the encampment that's new in terms of the battle. Nope, didn't think so. actually... Yeah, that's good now. I need to learn. Is there any War Chronicles tutorials? Seem to be on there. What's our path traveled? So is this really a turning point? It's like, is this like, so it would always be, no matter what happens here, we'll always go here. But since we decided to keep rolling, we're always now on this path now. So if we ever decide to get rid of rolling, we would have been on a different path. My guess is whichever one we picked over this, like, no matter what we did here, we'd always end up fighting, most likely, and then we'd have to do here. Okay. I was kind of hoping I could learn about those. There was nothing else, right? It's just that scene. Yeah, okay.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolffort domain.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
And I would hear it.
Give me that ring.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people.
Interesting. Travis and Trish's band happen upon Starling's discovery at the riverbank.
Hey, boss. Come take a look at this.
Oh.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
A shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland!
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt, this is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolffort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolffort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
Woof. Light and shadow completed. Okay, this has to be the end of chapter 8 now, right? I would assume so. Too short of a video for me, so let us continue on.
The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Aesfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen. And wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Ooh. Chapter 9, Part 1, Dwindling Light.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters
What
to
who
me.
matters a bit matters to me because I love her. God damn it.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Aesfrost have suffered countless losses. And we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Aesfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Aesfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead. A place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent.
Oh, fuck
and while
you.
the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Aesfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back.
I'm still so confused. This is all because of whatever they found in that mine, and we have yet to realize what that is. Are we going to find that out soon? I hope we find that out in this chapter, considering there's only one more chapter left after this one.
By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Aesfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
Boy, is she right about that.
Into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Boy, is she fucking right about that.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Oh, lordy. Don't do anything stupid now. Oh my. Of course someone's going to do something stupid.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better. Only because I've had you to train with. And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so. Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father. Must all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzante offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Aesfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzante? Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects, and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father.
I thought Roland been like as crazy as just and like, yes, Your Highness. Like, say anything but father.
If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolffort stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Ah, enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Alright, so he's not dead. Okay. Well, I mean, I knew that. I knew that Roland wasn't dead, but I was curious, like, is he, like, leaving? Or was this all planned for everyone to be like, hey, let's just pretend I'm dead type thing? So I was curious if everyone was in on it or just, Benedict and, Roland. Take back the boat. Enemy forces have stolen a boat, and it's up to you to win the battle. Plan your attack route carefully to minimize losses. Okay. Okay. And you get fiber from that, but it's a higher level too. Okay. Just curious now. Oh, wait. Do you have more stuff now? It's a different chapter, so people should be having more stuff. The royalties and 3 houses. The Hawk of Wolffort. Those who heal the aiding. Beware the beautiful bandit. And you haven't got anything new here. Now let's look at some of that stuff that we got. War Chronicles notes. And I want to read these once I get all of the visuals. Saltiron War. There are many aristocrat houses beneath the royal family of Glenbrook, and the kingdom itself has a very complex political system where customs and rights intertwine. The army is split into sections, and the royalties... I don't really care about that one. There are no detailed records remaining regarding the ancestors of Glenbrook's famed House Wolffort. According to legend, a single hawk led a traveling warrior to a mountainous area northwest of the kingdom where the small tribes of Falks and Telori reside. The warrior, a distant ancestor of Wolffort, then began to unite the tribes as a house under his leadership. As a result, he was able to maintain his clan's independence despite being in the middle of the 3 nations. His small but elite forces framed throughout the land. Simon, lord of the clan during the Saltiron War, held great influence in the battlefield and helped King Ragnar lead the war to its end. At the end of the war, he made a pact with the king, and his house became sword and shield to the crown. The crown was split into 3, Wolffort, Telori, and Falks, and each was given their own demise to govern. Despite Simon being his vassal, King Ragnar holds House Wolffort in special regard and treats the lord with heartfelt respect as both a friend and fellow warrior. Hawk upon the Wolffort coat of arms represents the house pride and fearlessness and pays tribute to the hawk that led their ancestors to Wolffort. Those who aid the injured and ill can be roughly divided into 3 categories. Apothecaries prescribe a variety of medication, physicians rely upon medicine and surgery, and healers utilize magic to cure their patients. It's critical that those in need get the proper treatment based on their symptoms. Each patient has its own merits, though some nations and people are known to have preferences. For example, the Kingdom of Glenbrook was mostly physicians, and those in poverty-stricken areas tend to rely more on apothecaries. All three are comprehensively studied at Hyzante's Misery of Magic. It's said that new medications and healing arts are discovered there every day. A beautiful band has been seen around the Wolffort demise, robbing nobles and the wealthy alike. I heard she was spotted around the harbor, so I headed to Wolffort myself and spoke to an eyewitness. She had drinks at the local tavern, and he told me all that he knew. He was a middle-aged man with red hair and knew much more than I anticipated about the woman in question. He described her appearance and personality, but continued on to regale me with the tales of her childhood, habits, and least favorite foods. Hours passed on with no end in sight. I assumed that someone who was well-informed must know how to contact her directly. This is about... You're talking to her father, and you're yeah. By the time dawn has broken, I managed to muster up the courage and tell him I was thoroughly interested and wished to meet her myself. Managed out, ha, so you've fallen in love with Trish, have you? Yee. Sorry, but nobody like you ain't got a chance with my daughter. The last thing I remember was a searing pain in my head. When I came to, I was on the floor, and the informant was walking away, leaving me in the pay of the tab. I wish no one to meet the same unfortunate tale that I have, so those who are looking for the beautiful bandit, I say to this, beware of her father. Yeah, that's what I figured. I knew that that's what the beware the beautiful bandit was going to be about. It was going to be about her, Trish, and whoever that other guy was. Her father. I don't remember his name. Even though we literally just had a cutscene with him not too long ago. Speaking of cutscenes.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Huette.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustadolf was justified.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we. And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolffort.
Master, grant me the strength to free our home from Aesfrost's clutches.
How is he doing?
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolffort.
Sad to say, the real trouble's only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorcelet is not an altruistic soul.
Nope.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much. Both of you.
Okay, I was like, I would be surprised if that was the end of the chapter, but then again, it was part 1, so. We have quite a bit to go. Okay. Alright, what's happening here? Let's check. I think this will be the last bit I'll see. I'll do all these cutscenes, and then the next thing we'll do, whenever we get next into the open theme like this, will be the end of the part. I hate this. Hyzante is the worst place because of this. Oh, they were paid for this since bullshit. Fuck you.
Water.
On your feet.
Water, please.
Get back to work. You aren't the only one who's thirsty.
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
I would hate for there to be a problem with our numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water! Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker.
Wow, no, seriously, fuck this place then.
You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve
them.
more.
Fuck this place.
Yes, sir.
Aesfrost? No. No, Aesfrost ain't the villains. It's these assholes. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. Fuck them. Oh, if there comes a times like, oh, you must, like, kill them or something, I'm going to say, fuck yeah, I'm going to murderize them motherfuckers. Fucking bastards. Fucking piece of shit trash.
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but they say none other than Minister End in Hyzante is pulling the strings.
Of course he is, because he's a piece of
And
shit!
some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
Asshole. And why should I get involved? Oh, here's some free advice. Don't get cross. Why? Oh, you have to pay me for that. It's like, motherfucker. Gotta respect the hustle in some way, I suppose, but nah, fuck him. The death of an errant youth changes the fate of one man. I'm still want to know what the fuck is in that goddamn motherfucking mine.
Oh, it's Farok. The body of Lord Dragan is...
Oh.
So my son has finally returned home. I will be there soon.
Here we go.
Is something the matter?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
We definitely need him on our side. Like, I feel like that's what was going to happen in this chapter. We're going to convince him to come join us. That, like, hey, it was your nephew that killed him. Or your nephew... He died on your nephew's orders. And of course, you have Frederica with us, too. And you like Frederica more than those assholes, so... Yay. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Aesfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once. You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzante standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Oh boy, yep, here we are. Scales of conviction time. Which is what I thought was going to happen, was either this or like another cutscene. So, here we are. Yeah, we're now down here. Okay, looks like... I don't know, it's hard to tell. Is 9... So no matter what we picked at 7, and then what happened at 8 on that path, would we somehow lead up to this one again? I'm curious. Not a big deal, I suppose. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Triangle Strategy. In the next part, guys, we will see what's up with the Scales of Convictions. To discuss what we got to do and what the request is and everything. I'm going to fucking murder him. If there's a... If one of those options is to murder him and not murder him, I'm going with the murder him option. Because he's a piece of shit. I mean, everyone in Hyzante's a piece of shit because of what they're doing with the Rosellas. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'd much rather go to Aesfrost people and be like, hey, can you just get rid of them over there? Can you just, like, murderize them? You guys were right. You guys were right the first time with the Saltiron War. Let's go murder them because of what they're doing with the Rosellas. Fuck them. I digress, but yeah. So yeah, let me know how you guys... no, that's not it. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what do you think of the end of the... not the end, but, like, what Roland did. And now he's, like, dressed as Sir Maxwell. It's very interesting. I can't wait to see how this all plays out, for sure. So, yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as find me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.